This video brought to you by jadedpainting.com. If you need your miniatures painted to a tabletop standard, check out jadedpainting.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to another part of this in-depth review of the new Eldar Codex. The more I read it, the more I love it. As always, my name is Jay, and today I will be going over the troops choices for the new Eldar Codex, which are pretty sweet. I really like the troops for the Eldar Codex. Troops are great, they score objectives, they're the core of your army, so without them, you're in trouble. So it's time to go over the troops choices. We'll begin by the staple of any Eldar army, the Dire Avengers. Now, Dire Avengers have actually gone up in cost by 1 point. I think 1 point. But they are now weapon skill and ballistic skill 4, which is great. So they'll get tons of shooting and they'll get a lot more hits. You know, hitting on 3s as opposed to 4s is great. So Dire Avengers are now weapon skill, ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9, and 4 plus save. 4 plus save, pretty standard. The Exarch gets a 3 plus save, and plus 1 to the weapon skill, ballistic skill, and initiative. Pretty standard. You can add up to 5 additional Dire Avengers for 13 points a model. This makes sense. And you can upgrade your Dire Avenger to a Dire Avenger Exarch. Their war gear is Aspect Armor, the Avenger Shuriken Catapult, and Plasma Grenades. And special rules, Ancient Doom, so against Slanesh Demons. Battle Focus, which is awesome. They can run and shoot or shoot and run. Counterattack, that's great too. And Fleet, which you can use to reroll the distance when you use your Battle Focus. So that's very, very cool. Very cool stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much that's the staple, and I think it's still a very solid choice. Dire Avengers are going to be a solid choice in this codex. 13 points a model isn't bad at all now. For something that has ballistic skill 4, that's very good. I like it, and they can also take away Serpent, which we will go over in just a moment in the end. So Wave Serpent's cool. Up next, we have the Guardian Defenders. Now, this is another one of my choices that I really like in this codex. So, Guardian Defenders. Guardian Defenders used to be 8 points each, and now they are 9 points each. So, once again, they've gone up 1 point. So, it's kind of weird. Usually, you see in the new codices that the troops drop in points cost. These ones actually went up each a point. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll talk about that with the Rangers. But, so Guardian Defenders, once again, weapon skill and ballistic skill 4. So they'll be hitting on 3s, that's really nice. Strength toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 8, as opposed to leadership 9 in Dire Avengers. And 5 plus armor. Great thing about Guardian Defenders, they can take a heavy weapon platform. And that's pretty sweet. You can add, for every 10 Guardians in a unit, you can add 1 heavy weapon platform. That is a Shuriken cannon, a Bright Lance, a Scatter Laser, a Star Cannon, or an Eldar missile launcher with plasma and Star Shot missiles. This unit can take a Wave Serpent, that's a dedicated transport, and special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, and Fleet. Basically, everyone has Battle Focus, and that's going to add a lot of tactics and maneuverability to the new Eldar. I really like them. Very cool stuff. So next we have Storm Guardians. Storm Guardians are cool too. You know, Storm Guardians are, they're also 90 points, so the same as Guardian Defenders. Same stat line as Guardian Defenders. Makes sense, because they're Guardians. They have, instead of the Shuriken Catapult, they have a Shuriken Pistol, and a Chainsword, and Plasma Grenades. So they're essentially a more close combat-y version of Guardians. And special rules, Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, and Fleet. And this one, you don't have the option of the heavy weapon platform. You just take, they exchange their Chainsword and Shuriken pistols for a flamer or a fusion gun, which is pretty sweet. I like that too. And yeah, so that's pretty, and they take Wave Serpent as well. So once again, not a bad choice at all. You know, I really do, I know they went up in cost, but I really like the new Eldar, since everything is pretty much weapon skill and ballistic skill 4 instead of 3. Eldar have got a great buff. So even though they went up in cost by a point, the amount of buffs they got for that 1 point is worth it, in my opinion. If you don't agree with me, leave comments in the comment section down below. I'm interested in yours. You know, we're in discussion. Up next, we have a jet bike squadron. Ooh, now, as you know, it kind of looked like Games Workshop wanted to sell some jet bikes. So, and they're going to, because jet bike squadron are now 51 points for three jet bikes. So that is 17 points a jet bike. Now, jet bikes used to be 22 points each, so they've actually gone down 5 points each for jet bikes. And jet bikes are awesome in 6th edition. So I definitely think that there are going to be a lot of jet bike squadrons on the table. And so it's just a standard stat line, but of course because they're on a jet bike, they get upgraded to a toughness 4, because you get a +1 toughness for being on a bike. And you can add up to 7 additional Wind Rider Guardians. They're called Wind Rider Guardians. For 17 points a model, and for every 3 models a unit, one Rider Guardian can exchange his Eldar jet bike's twin-link shuriken catapult for a shuriken cannon. Not bad. So a squad of 10, you can have 3 shuriken cannons. Not bad at all. And then finally, we have Rangers. Now, Rangers have actually got a bit of a nerf in this edition, but they're also much cheaper, so it's not as bad. They're still sniper, but yeah, I'm going to go over them in just in their guns in just a moment. So Rangers, they are weapon skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 2, strength 5+ save. They're only 60 points each now for 5, so 12 points each, which isn't bad at all. They used to be 19, so essentially they got reduced by a third of the cost. Now there's a reason for that, but still, that's a great price. 60 points again, not bad. I think the troops choice of the Eldar Codex right now is pretty solid. I like it a lot. You have a Ranger long rifle and a shuriken pistol. Now, I'm going to go over the guns in just a moment, because for this particular squad, because I believe they changed them greatly. So they have a Ranger long rifle and shuriken pistol. So the Ranger long rifle has been changed. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, now it's only 36-inch range, strength X, AP 6, heavy 1, sniper. So there's no more of that changing AP thing that used to happen. It's just a normal sniper rifle that wounds on a 4+. Pretty straightforward. So it's not as good. But you know what? If you want a bunch of snipers, they do have stealth, so you can always put them in cover. Got a 4 or 5 before 3+ cover save. They have fleet, infiltrate, move through cover, and stealth. So again, they're meant to stay in cover and shoot, but they're just not as strong as they were in the past. And now that the troops are done, we're going to go through the dedicated transport section, which is just one thing, the Wave Serpent. Of course, the staple of any dedicated transport of the Eldar. A Wave Serpent for 115 points. Now, the Wave Serpent used to be, I think, cheaper. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it being about 90 points. And it can carry 12 models. For 115 points, you get a twin-link shuriken cannon, twin-link shuriken catapult, and a serpent shield. You may exchange twin-linked shuriken cannon for one of the following: twin-link bright lance, twin-link scatter laser, twin-link star cannon, twin Eldar missile launcher with plasma and starshot missiles. Or you can exchange a shuriken catapult for a shuriken cannon. Pretty sweet. You know what? Not bad at all. For 115 points, you get a very good shooting. It's ballistic skill 4, once again. It's a vehicle, fast, so it's a tank, fast skimmer, and transport. So for a fast skimmer, transport, and it's a tank, so you can tank shock, it's not a bad cost. You know what, you put your guys in, keep them safe for a turn, you fly them around, get them to where you need to be. Not bad at all. Nothing amazing, like it doesn't blow my brain with brokenness or anything, but not bad at all. That's what I say. It's not bad at all. I think it's good transport. As I said, right now, the more I read this codex, the more I like it. I really like this this codex. It seems to be very solid, and it's going to be a solid codex. So, that's it for the troops section. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please like the video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. It really does help a lot. So stay tuned for the next video, in which I will be covering the fast attack, the very fast, hard-hitting Eldar units. and I think it's going to be really fun to tackle. So stay tuned for more videos. Till next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting, everyone.